was over there. Right. Yeah, it's about here somewhere. And because on super magnification you didn't get to see the glory shot, but they come trotting up here. Well, the advantage of having a can is that they get a bit confused. They only trotted over here, and we're milling around here, and we're standing about here. There's my line over there, and here's a bullet hole in the ground, right? And he was standing here, but I saw there's blood further down. No, there's blood down here. So when it was when she was standing, there's a bit more just there. So this is the line that she'd run up on, and she was standing there with a foot up, and I couldn't work that one out. I thought, oh, yeah. There's also a bit of a confession to make. It's my first shot with my ballistic turret scope at 330 yards, and I didn't make the adjustment for the height. And wondered why the thing didn't fall over, and it ran up the hill here. And fortunately, by the time it stopped here, I'd figured out that I'd cocked it up, put it up onto about 350 yards. It's still only about 330, but doesn't make any difference really. And you can see the bullet holes there, and there's a good healthy amount of blood just here. And yeah, this is a blood trail a blind man can follow. Holy shit! Yeah, hornady projectiles, mate. They're not ballistic tip, though. They're whatever it is, SST. Oh, yeah. There it is. Holy shit! What a blood trail. I'd seen it run through the trees here. Well, I lost sight of it here. And obviously not too good a condition. Got caught up in the trees. And here. And rolled down to there. So, I don't usually shoot hinds, but with bloody lockdown, I definitely say it's bled out. I'm running out of bloody sausages. I came down the first day after lockdown, shot 2, and I've eaten all them. And now Lockie's bike's crept out on the track, so I've got to tow him out. But I'm not going to do that until Sunday. So yeah, I definitely hit him must have been in the front foot somewhere, because he was holding it up, or she was holding it up. Yeah, so oh, yeah. That's a personal best, 330 yards and 43 years worth of hunting. That's the longest shot I've ever pulled off. Mind you, it's the first time I've had a gun and a scope that could do it. 288 and my old 270 with just a normal 2-7. So. There's the other hole. It's amazing that they had that amount of blood out of a tiny little bullet hole like that, but that's in keeping with the fact that I should have been a bit higher. So, well. Alright, well the lead did separate. This is this ballistic, I don't know what they call it, Super Performance SST 150 grain by Hornady. So, yeah, whether it was still intact when it came out, I don't know. But certainly didn't like going into the ground. So, but yeah, I'd have to give it a tick. I usually like them in one piece, but as I say, we don't know whether it was in one piece when it came out. Well, the first hole was on the foot, and where it was, or the side of it, and the second hole is just there, and came out just here. So, yeah, and I was aiming about here, so I'm about 4 inches out. So, and this one here was low as well. I mean, I had about 18 clicks, so that's every 4's a quarter of an inch. So I have a sneaking suspicion that either it's not going as fast as I think. Right. And I need to crank it up a little bit because both of these shots were low. Now this understandably low because there was no adjustment in it, but even 18 clicks would have only brought me up to this sort of zone. 18 clicks is 4 and a bit, isn't it? 4.5 inches. I'll have to go and look and see what it looks like on the ballistic calculator. Yep, and that's the whole deer. And believe you me, that pack is friggin' heavy. And hang it up. But yeah, when you bone the whole lot out, you can get it in, but Stony Creek just don't make their packs big enough. And I've had to tie it on the outside. And Stony Creek don't make their bloody stitching that good either. It doesn't handle the extra weight. So, and this is how you keep the flies off. It's the same shit that goes behind the curtains. And you try not to have a hole in it like this one. But they can't put their doofus through and bloody lay their eggs. So they can